Manchester United have completed their third signing of the summer. The club have finally signed Harry Maguire, who joins the club on a 6-year contract with the option for a further year. Interest in Maguire has been evident since last year. United were in for the centre-back last summer but pulled out of a deal as they considered the asking price to be too high. Fast forward a year, and now United have acknowledged that a new centre-half is crucial and have opted to pay the premium to ensure they don't miss out on their target this year. The £80 million fee season become the most expensive defender of all time. Harry Maguire was born in Sheffield in 1993 and began his career with hometown team Sheffield United. After being thrusted into his debut in 2011, a game in which he won man of the match, teenager Maguire only made 4 more appearances that season and ultimately couldn't prevent the Blades from going down. The following campaign, Sheffield United pushed for promotion, with Harry Maguire at the heart of that charge. He ended the season having won both Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year at the club. Maguire continued to impress with the Blades at such an early age and earned a move to Hull in 2014. It took Maguire time to break into the Hull side, and he needed a loan spell at Wigan to ensure that he'd get a consistent run of games. Once he returned to the Tigers, however, there was no looking back. Maguire was handed his chance by none other than current United assistant Mike Phelan, and he took it emphatically. Maguire cemented his place in the Hull 11, and his good form was commemorated with the club's Player of the Year award. From here, Maguire continued on his journey as he moved to Leicester City for £17 million. He spent 2 seasons at the club, winning Player of the Year in his first season, and of course put in some standout performances at the 2018 World Cup. Under Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City, Harry Maguire was deployed as the left centre-back in a 4-3-3. Being very comfortable on the ball, he obtained a key responsibility in possession. Brendan Rodgers is building a possession-based side, and Harry Maguire was the base of their build-up. Arguably his best attribute is his composure. Maguire is so comfortable receiving the ball and dealing with pressure. In possession, he likes to combine with his midfielders or switch the play out to the wings. It's mainly in this fashion that Maguire evades opposition pressure to aid the transition, fitting the criteria of a ball-playing centre-back. Not only can Maguire play out from the back, but he can also dribble out, and this is illuminated via the stats. Harry Maguire completed 17 take-ons in the Premier League last season, more than any other centre-back in the division. We'll come on to the importance of dribbling out from the back later on. Harry Maguire's fantastic technical attributes are coupled with a dominant aerial presence, which is what makes him one of the most complete defenders in the league. He has a huge influence in both boxes, as indicated by the stats. In last season's Premier League, Maguire won 78% of his aerial duels, more than any other defender in the division. It was blatantly obvious that the United defence needed major surgery over the summer. The club conceded 54 goals last season, which is the most by a United side in Premier League history. As well as this, United kept only 2 clean sheets at home, less than any other side in the league, and neither of those games resulted in wins. In terms of personnel, Victor Lindelof has managed to resurrect his United career, but finding him a partner has been a struggle. Phil Jones and Chris Smalling do not meet the technical criteria of the role, and Eric Bailly and Marcus Rojo have been plagued by injuries. It was crucial that United brought in a centre-half to complement Lindelof's qualities and bring leadership to the back line. So how will Harry Maguire fit in at Manchester United? Well, first and foremost, there is no doubt whatsoever that Harry Maguire will be first choice at the back. In last season's Premier League, Maguire outperformed all of United's centre-backs in passes per game, long passes per game, clearances per game, take-ons, aerial success rate, and of course, goals. I expect Harry Maguire to be deployed as the left centre-back in Solskjaer's 4-2-3-1. I'd imagine he will have 3 duties alongside his general defending, the first of those being distributing from the back. Solskjaer wants United to transition quicker through the thirds and deal with opposition pressure better. A way of doing this is with passes that break the lines. Harry Maguire, as we've discussed, is more than capable of playing those passes into midfield, but also switching it out wide. He loves a pass to his left back in particular. Under Brendan Rodgers, Maguire completed more passes to Ben Chilwell than any other player on the pitch. The benefit of switching the play is that it drags the opposition around the pitch as they hunt for the ball, which can ultimately be very tiring. For Solskjaer, having 2 ball-playing defenders is absolutely crucial because it allows 2 avenues to come out of the ball should one lane be closed off. We often saw towards the back end of last season, Victor Lindelof became a target for pressing sides. This problem emerged quickly because teams wouldn't bother targeting Chris Smalling because he cannot distribute the ball. Therefore, if you nullify Lindelof, you stop United's build-up as a whole. Having Maguire and Lindelof, who can both distribute comfortably, will prevent the opposition from picking and choosing their targets and allow build-up to flow quicker. Another key responsibility Maguire will have is taking the initiative in the transition and dribbling his side up the field. As mentioned before, Maguire is perfect for this role, having completed the most take-ons for centre-halves in last year's Premier League. A huge problem for United over the course of the last 5 years has been breaking down stubborn defences. If Maguire carries the ball forward, opposition players are forced into a decision. Do they stay in their shape but allow Maguire to continue on his run, or do they step out and meet him but open up a gap that United's midfielders and forwards can exploit? Of course, whichever action they do take, United will react accordingly. United have been poor on set pieces over the last few years, particularly on corners, but the acquisition of Harry Maguire should be a catalyst for change in that regard. Harry Maguire has been an integral element for set piece routines for both club and country. He can be used as a decoy to attract opposition defenders and open up the space for someone else, or he can be used as a direct target. Maguire scored twice from set pieces last season, which equals every other United defender combined. At the other end, Maguire would of course be integral to defending from set pieces. In this situation, you need aggression and height to win the ball. At 6'4", Maguire will throw himself at everything and claim the majority of what he goes for. He's called Slabhead for a reason. It's what United paid the big bucks for. So Harry Maguire is the third and final signing of the summer, and that is how he'll fit into Manchester United. Let me know all your opinions down below. Do you think Harry Maguire is going to be a success? Time will tell on that one. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you are new. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.